Hey everybody, Matt Barton here with this week's Broker Minute or Two. I hope your week has started off well. It's the first week in March. Super excited. The weather's, a little nicer. We had some high temperatures the other day, and days are getting longer. So, as I kind of think through our industry, our occupation, what makes people successful, because I want to be able to communicate with our agents, and help them be better at their craft. Years ago, I stumbled across, many years ago, decades ago, Jim Rohn. He's one of my favorite authors, speakers, and even the way he speaks. If you have ever heard any of his audios, they're awesome to listen to. But he put out a number of books. One of them is the Four Seasons, or the Four Seasons of Life. It's a really good book. It has implications on our business. But I was cleaning up some stuff here in the office the other day and stumbled across some booklets that I bought many years ago. And this one, right? Jim Rohn, Communication. I thought I'd share this with you today. Error on the side of caution, that a refresher course might be helpful to all of us. So let me just show you here on my screen. The communication is the key. It's definitely the key in our business, and it's also key in so many other aspects, like our interpersonal relationships, kids, significant others, whatever. So I wanted to take a minute and just share with you some of the takeaways from that, and see if that can help you as you gear up for 2025's, selling season. All right. So one of the things that, there we go. Preparation. He talks about this in the book. Preparation is the key to effective communication. So what does he mean by that? And you can see here down on the tip, you can't speak that which you don't know. So the first key to good communication, and this applies to us as realtors, is a consistent way to gather information, knowledge, and experience. And there's a lot more he said there, but I don't have so much space on the slide to put it on there. And then to have it available so that you can use it. So let's pause there for a second. We take this whole concept right here on the screen very seriously as a company. It's why we invest time in rubber meets the road, tactical sales meetings. It's why we do contracts and negotiations. Frankly, it's why I every week put out a broker minute or two. It's also the reason why we have the Committed to Your Success training to sharpen your skill set and allow you to produce more. So we don't just talk the talk, we walk the walk here in the company. And so in your own individual businesses, my question to you is, do you have, like it says here, a consistent way? That's the key word, a consistent way to gather information, knowledge, and experience. And you have it available so you can use it. Right? So it's cool to gather the information, but if you haven't actually practiced how to use it, you're probably not going to use it, and therefore it has minimal effect on those that you interact with. All right. I'm always like a list guy. Okay, yeah, tell me what I need to do. So preparation is the key, right? We just established that. And in order to prepare to communicate, there's basically 4 words I want you to remember, and these aren't mine, these are Jim Rohn's words, but you have to have interest, right? I've watched a lot of agents in this business who are kind of disinterested, and all they really want is a paycheck. You know what? You can do it. You can do it. You can muddle your way through, but the ones that are successful are the ones that actually have interest, right? Sharpen your curiosity, right? There's that old phrase, be less judgmental and more curious. Well, it applies here. Don't allow yourself the easy way out of, like, why a certain agent is doing something, why my client's doing this, why their client's doing this. Sharpen your curiosity and your interest in life and people, right? It allows you to be more empathetic. That doesn't mean you have to roll over on certain issues. It just means that you'll have a better skill set because you understand a little better. The next level of that interest is fascination. So if interest is, does it work? Then fascination is, how does it work, right? So it's a new level of interest. The third one is sensitivity. Try putting yourself in someone else's shoes, right? I've done this long enough that I know that there are some people out there who, they're just challenged, problematic. That's how they validate. But it's not the majority of population, right? The majority of society, if they're doing something a little screwy, it's because they got a little sideways with their thinking and they don't actually know what they don't know. So try and put yourself in their shoes. have a little empathy and understanding, and it'll allow you to lead them to where they really want to go. They just don't know it yet. Okay, and then the last one is knowledge. Fill up your bank so that it's like an unending reservoir to draw from. So I'm going to end on that. If you're not taking advantage of all the resources I started this out with, or the fact that we capture them in video on our training vault, I've been saying this for, I don't know, a couple months now. You need to set a calendar event, right, in Google Calendar or whatever system you use to remind yourself weekly at a minimum what you're going to do to improve your skill set. Weekly, what you're going to do to understand your dialogues better and make them more effective, because when you want to share something, having the knowledge is half the equation. The other half is being able to present it in a way that is digestible to those that you're trying to help. So I hope that's a good reminder for us. Anybody in sales, and especially sales with probably the highest dollar figure transaction that most people deal with, means you've got to be on your A game. And if you haven't spent the time developing your skill set of communication, you need to invest time in doing that. And hopefully you'll take advantage of the resources that we as the company put out on your behalf. And I know I've watched a lot of you definitely have worked on your skill set, but don't ever rest on it, right? It's like any other skill set. If you don't exercise the skill set, you start to lose it. If you don't have it, start exercising it. You'll get it. All right. I hope you guys have a great week, and we'll talk soon.